Okay, I think that this is pretty cool. So I've been talking about how Charjabug can be like one of the most ridiculous supports in Pokemon, but we have Charjabug next to a Vikavolt. I love seeing some kind of like evolutionary combo, potential sweep shenanigans. I mean, we're gaining damage off of that battery, and maybe we can get enough supportive capabilities as well, because String Shot actually reduces, like, it cuts the speed of both opponents in half. It's a -2 for both. So I mean, if Vikavolt gets the right amount of speed support off of this, it could just win with it. So we're going to see what set is running here. I mean, I can't believe I messed it up on my Charjabug guide, because who's supposed to know that String Shot actually drops both opponents by 2? Craziness right there. We're going to see what happens. So Mega Salamence and a Metagross. We got double pseudo-legendary to the max right there. How's Vikavolt and Charjabug going to survive? And that's going to be a Stone Edge. Ooh, Stone Edge getting protected right there. Zen Headbutt, that will hit the Charjabug. I was about to say, they better respect the Charjabug, even if it's just a little. There's the Takiness. There's the String Shot. It's going to happen, guys. That's crazy. So, yeah, and like Charjabug's just that tanky. Like, I saw the defense. I'm like, yo, this thing's going to be Eviolite better than Vikavolt. And then, oh man, that's still crazy though. So we see a little bit of damage. The Thunderbolt onto Salamence will be enough to take it out. Life Orb, I was about to say, Vikavolt's damage. That's why you need to get under a Trick Room. That's why you need to give it some kind of speed support. And then into the Thunder Wave, just in case. Wow, okay, so that's going to be mad amounts being dropped right there into Sylveon. Is it just going to be the same thing over and over again? Because, I mean, you protect String Shot, and there's really no reason not to. So that's crazy right there. We're going to see what kind of damage we can get across the multi-attack. Oh, the opponent predicted it, though. Hitting the Charjabug. Charjabug survives that super effective hit. Metagross gets paralyzed. And there's a Thunder Wave onto the Sylveon as well. Alright, what do we have right now with the Vikavolt? Is this where you, I don't know, it's like, I don't know what you can get away with right now. So Charjabug going to protect. I was about to say, is this where you go for the discharge? I don't know if it's going to be enough damage, but it's still pretty solid. And then Vikavolt with that Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt onto Sylveon, the protect. Was it anticipating something from the Metagross, like Sylveon just picks up the Vikavolt? How good is the prediction right now? Zen Headbutt. Ah, Zen Headbutt did target onto the Vikavolt. I mean, I don't know if that's showing how weak Sylveon is or how tanky Charjabug is, because that was a fire type one. As we go into the Tapu Koko. And there's Primarina as well. So, I mean, Primarina, it does the same thing. Charjabug is the best support, guys. This is nuts. Okay, I'm shifting this one back. This is the last Fan Fridays for the week. This is everything I've ever wanted to see in my life. There's a Dazzling Gleam. Charjabug, it doesn't get that second String Shot off. But that's what I mean, like, you use Primarina. Primarina, once it gets its Liquid Voice hidden ability, it'll be able to do all kinds of things. But we're going to see a Z move as well, so we get to nuke something. We get the speed reduction. We get the damage. I guess this is just going to be meant to take out the Tapu Koko pretty quickly or something. So there's the Oceanic Operetta. What are we going to do? Oh yeah, that's right. It's got the signature Z move, and it wants to go for like ridiculous amount of damage. I think that is like one of the coolest Z moves ever. Just like that gentle push until your opponent dies. And then you sing the bubble until it explodes your opponent. So that's going to be Tapu Koko going down. Taking a bow right there. I mean, what else was Tapu Koko supposed to do? Because, like, yeah, if it doesn't outspeed and take out the Charjabug, then it gets slowed down anyway by the String Shot, and then whatever other Pokemon come in. Primarina could have protected that turn. So maybe also just, like, using a reverse protection prediction. There's the Telepathy with the Oranguru also doing the work. That way we can use that damage right there. This is so cool. And into the Instruct! And then you either have Trick Room, you have Speed Reduction, the Sparkling Aria with Telepathy. This team has so much cool synergy. Not enough to take out the Metagross because it is above average tanky, I will say that. Also, I think the split damage applies if it's hitting an ally. The Meteor Mash, though, that's going to be huge damage on the Primarina. We're going to see what Oranguru can do to fight for itself. But, I mean, that Metagross isn't going anywhere. And it has the Shadow Ball, so it's also offensive. Wow. This team just, like, the opponent's team was stacked right there. That was a Charjabug doing work. Oh, my goodness. I I want to see more, and we have more submissions, guys. I have no idea what the opponent's team is up to. We got 3 Ultra Beasts into a Poliwrath. This is not going to be like Z Hypnosis Poliwrath, and then going for speed boosting to then be competitive with the Ultra Beast. Who even knows? But Celesteela and Pheromosa are not going to like going up against this Charjabug Vikavolt combo. Is Vikavolt faster though? Like, what's that speed range? I didn't check that. Like, when you cut the opponent's speed in half, will Vikavolt have enough to go for it? I'm going to start looking that up as we see. Just, you know, you go for the protect. If the opponent isn't ready for it, it's just over right there. So yeah, that's going to be protect, eating those hits, and then Celesteela with the flamethrower. Ooh, targeting the Charjabug, but Charjabug's tankiness, it's so tanky, into the string shot. So Celesteela now going to be super, like, that's the first one you take out. That's going to be super vulnerable right there. And yeah, Vikavolt can have a 104 speed at level 50 and 203 speed at level 100. I think that if it's timid on the Vikavolt, yeah, it should get those outspeeds right there. And then we get to see Vikavolt, Life Orb, that's alright. And it has, well, I mean, it has okay defenses, but that's going to be the Pheromosa with the Quiver Dance right there, trying to get some of that speed back. That's going to be a good play for the Pheromosa. But Charjabug's Thunder Wave going to shut that down. Now, definitely, like, if there was any doubt, now it's certainly going to be an outspeed, which tells me this is probably going to be a timid Charjabug. So even cutting down the damage and doing ridiculous things. Now, what are we going to do against the Xurkitree as well as an electric type? Xurkitree has that Signal Beam. That's not going to work. Kind of does. Okay, I wasn't expecting that much, but I mean, Xurkitree still has a huge amount of stats. That's going to be Pheromosa getting just absolutely blown up right there. Vikavolt going to lose some hit points, and then Charjabug with the String Shot, just keeping that Xurkitree down. I mean, that works with a String Shot, because next turn you can protect, Thunder Wave the next Pokemon coming in, and then you just blow it up. So that's going to be Poliwrath, and with the Poliwrath, you can also go for a Discharge on Vikavolt, or Bug Buzz. I was about to say, what's that other move what are the other moves that could be running? Of course, it's got the Bug Buzz. Still going to be an easy KO on the Xurkitree. Crit, I would say, did not matter, because Life Orb, high base power, stab, shenanigans. Waterfall, though, onto Vikavolt from Poliwrath will be a big hit, but it won't be big enough. That's going to be a Thunder Wave, and then Thunderbolt to finish off the Poliwrath. And that's it. That's just GG, battle over right there. Wow. Like, this team setup is just so cool. I love the Charjabug. It's when I did that guide, I was like, you know what? It's got good setup potential, it's got good supportive potential, and then it just gives any special attacker free stats, and it makes it unstoppable. I mean, it doesn't even have to be Vikavolt. What about that next to a Xurkitree, or something like that? So that's why I want to go pull up Pokemon Showdown really quick and see what we have. So Vikavolt, wanted to make sure I got the numbers right compared to the Pheromosa, because Pheromosa's banned from stupid Smogon. What do we have? So max out the speed on a neutral nature. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, wasn't Pheromosa around a 130 base speed? So let's cut this down to level 50. Let's see where the stats end up breaking down. So that's 203. And then Vikavolt, if you double that speed. So 185 is not going to be enough on, say, a modest nature. But Timid will be enough. And then we still have the 145. And then Charjabug is still, like, just putting in so much work and craziness. So it is going to be really slow. That's what I mean about the tankiness. Like, you Eviolite into a 95 defense. You Eviolite into the 75 special defense. So I guess you max out hit points. You do something like this. I don't remember what I put, but Bold Nature. And yeah, it becomes perfectly balanced, too. It's like the stats for the Charjabug were meant to be like this. And then you have the Eviolite. And now that means you're effectively a 57 hit point Pokemon with 249. And then that goes up to 375. Is that comparable to something like the Toxapex? Banned? Yeah, so Charjabug with that Eviolite is very close to tankiness. Actually, maybe even like tankier minus the leftovers. So Toxapex with leftovers starts edging out with like effective tankiness from that healing or something. But, well, Black Sludge on Toxapex because it is a poison type Pokemon, but slightly more hit points. So, like, as tanky before the leftovers apply. And it just shows, like, eating super effective hits all day long right there. And then, again, other Pokemon for this. And then we also have Xurkitree. Like, Xurkitree is also going to have an insane amount of speed to where yeah, like we could even put like some health or tanky investment or something into the Xurkitree. Get a ton of damage. Life Orb effectively does the same thing. Beast boosting for the snowballing damage as well. It's like discharge everything. I do see that Vikavolt gets away with a bit more because of the way that it's going to be able to go for like the Bug Buzz or something. But I mean, Signal Beam versus Bug Buzz damage when we're like this much apart, it actually might make up for it. Like you could do this combo with Xurkitree. You do this combo with any Pokemon that can one-shot fools, be slightly above average on the tankiness, and then just like have the Charjabug do all the work. Charjabug is amazing, and I love it, and it's so cool to see that all of this actually ended up working out. Awesome. Good stuff. Like, just awesome, good stuff, amazing. Charjabug works. I want to see more of this guy. I want to see more of the awesomeness that we've seen from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokebank's going to be out at the end of the month. Yes, all of this is looking good. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's Fan Fries. Hope you guys have a great week. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. Please push your battle codes. Thank you very much for watching.